Hey viewers, Starze here, and welcome back to another Steven Universe discussion video. I have done discussion videos in the past, but I don't recall doing one on Steven Universe, at least not recently. So yeah, I'm here with Cookie.
Hi.
And today we're going to be talking about the Heart of the Crystal Gems event. So this event was really good. I really enjoyed the episodes. What about you, Cookie?
I absolutely loved the episodes. They were incredible. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think that one of my favorite episodes out of the bunch was definitely the question. Just because I like it's almost like sort of a follow-up or like a fallback of the answer. And I really like that whole thing. If you guys have listened to the Steven Universe podcast, they did mention that part of Garnet's writing is that she isn't supposed to ask any questions. So I think it's a really good like sort of play on that, and I think it just all really blended really well together. And I know Rebecca Sugar had been planning a Ruby Sapphire wedding for a long time. Yeah, what did you think about the question?
I thought it was very amazing. I really liked it. I think it was like so cute when Ruby proposed, and I was screaming inside because it was so cute.
Yeah, I was screaming on the outside.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, I know that episode actually made headlines. I remember because I follow a lot of like news sources, so I remember reading the next day that episode had gotten a lot of attention for its recognition of like the LGBTQ plus community, which I think is really great as well. And I just think that Steven Universe is a show that like it really opens your mind, and it's just everything is just it's just very open and like accepting, and I think it teaches really good morals, and I think it's just a good show to watch just for your mind, honestly. Yeah, I think the representation of LGBTQ plus in Steven Universe is really great and really well done. Yeah. Feel free to interject at any point, Cookie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I really like Steven Universe. It's a very diverse show, and it's also it also shows a lot of gives a lot of life advice too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like in, I think, was the episode called Mindful Education?
Yeah, I remember that episode. That was
that
a really
episode,
good one.
Yeah, that had some really good life advice on like not stressing out too much about the little things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One of my favorite episode, my new favorite episode of Steven Universe is from the Heart of the Crystal Gems, and it's Reunited. This episode, I loved it so much. Oh my goodness, it has my favorite, what's it called again? I can't, let's only think about love. For just one day, let's only think about love. I love that song.
Yeah, I love that too. Your mic is slightly cutting off. I don't know if
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm too excited.
Yeah, all good. Let's try to keep it, chill. Yeah, I know yeah, a lot of people like really enjoyed that song. I have that downloaded. It's gonna be going into my favorites playlist. Because I downloaded Steven Universe soundtrack, Volume 1, which includes a lot of songs that I had actually forgotten about, including some random 30-second songs that appeared in, I think, Season 1, and it's, I think that's cool. But let's go through each episode individually and do some, discussion on that. So, first episode, Now We're Only Falling Apart. That's Season 5, Episode 19, written by Lamar Abrams and Christine Liu. And the description of that episode is Pearl tells a story, and that's it.
Pearl. Well, I mean, it's true. Pearl tells a story, a very interesting story at that.
Yeah, a very interesting story with very vivid flashbacks. I really enjoyed seeing the pink diamond to rose quartz like sort of transition thing. I think it was really cool to see. I always love when Rose gets screen time, aka Pink Diamond, but I just love when she gets screen time. Susan Egan just has the most amazing voice. It just really fits the character, and I really enjoyed this backstory because it really does fall into place for the most part. I know some people were saying there were some holes in the plot, but I think this episode might have cleared a little bit of that up. I think the whole idea really made sense, right?
Yeah. I like how they're like making it like so we know that Rose / Pink Diamond wasn't just all serious and like boring. She's like humorous and she's funny and she's like energetic and yeah.
Yeah, and she wants to explore, and she's open-minded, which is, I think, one of the best qualities a person can have, is being open-minded. I think we're lucky to be surrounded by so many more open-minded people now, but of course, not everyone has that quality to them. But I think that's really important in the character of Rose Quartz. So let's move forward to the next episode, which is What's Your Problem? Written by Katie Mitroff and Paul Villeco. I don't know how to pronounce that last name, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go
Yeah, this is episode 20, and the bio for that episode is Amethyst convinces Steven to take a day off for himself. I really enjoyed this episode too. It wasn't one of my favorites, but I did like the Amethyst sort of a little bit more character development, like just that she's showing that, like, she can sort of overcome like the past and all that. Like it's a little bit of a different situation with Amethyst because she hasn't been around as long as everyone else. So I enjoyed seeing her in this episode, getting like a more sort of fleshed out idea. And I think like Steven recapping, it was very brief, I feel, from what I remember. But I think it was a good episode, I think.
Yeah. I like how Steven said that Amethyst was officially the most mature of the crystal gems. Or the most mature crystal gem. Like, that's so weird to think about.
I remember laughing at that
back
line.
On like season 1. Like
it was quite funny. Yeah, that was very comical. I would kind of have to agree with that though.
Yeah.
Just because if you look at it, like, it does kind of make sense.
Yeah.
But, everyone has their problems, Yeah, so next, The Question. One of my favorite episodes out of the bunch, which,
and it has a new song.
It's from, Mickey Brewster and Jeff Liu. This is really, really good. Ruby Rider is another song, that a lot of people enjoyed. I know a lot of people wanted to learn how to play this one on the guitar, and I saw a lot of people saying that they managed to get it down, which was good.
I want to learn how to play it on ukulele.
Yeah, and of course this episode ended with, did I preface this with a spoiler alert? I don't think I did. I'll put something in the beginning. It's been long enough.
Well, sure.
Yeah. So, I think the proposal at the end of the episode was like a really well done scene, honestly. I really liked the lighting in that scene. It was just really good. I just like how that whole scene went down.
And Ruby's face when she's like, "Will you marry me?" is so cute.
I know, that was the best. That was the best. It was too kawaii.
Like the little blush, and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, it was really good. So next is Maid of Honor. And the pun, it hurts. Written by Lamar.
But the other pun, did you bismuth me?
That one was like really funny though. That was one of the funniest parts of this entire thing. I know a lot of people were like making drawings of that, like.
Did you bismuth me?
Your mic cut out at the last second.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, there's not much to say except the bismuth is bad. Like, holy frig. Oh my god. The last time we saw her, it was a little bit complicated, but I think everyone has a little special place in their heart for bismuth.
Back in episode 100, the 100 episode special. Oh my goodness, that's so long ago.
They did say that there would never be a character that would only show up in one episode, though.
Yep.
That was said before. I just didn't expect this to happen. Like, I didn't expect it to be like now, but I feel like the series is kind of wrapping up a little bit, but I'll get to that after we go through the next episode, which is episode 23 and 24, which is Reunited by Miki. I apologize if I mispronounce any of these names. You guys are all really great. Written by Miki Brewster, Jeff Liu, Katie Mitroff, and Paul V. Paul Villecho. I don't know how to say that name. Which is Steven brings everyone together for a special reunion, aka the best wedding I've ever seen. Wedding Garnet. Can we just talk for a second about Wedding Garnet?
Wedding Garnet is the best thing that's ever happened to Garnet.
Oh, okay. Not just the whole getting married thing. Yeah, I love that though. It was quite funny. And the whole like dance scene was one of my favorite scenes. It was just really great.
Damien, Mr. Dewey.
I know, like everyone just like I ship it, and just honestly like same.
I ship it.
Just the way that scene went down was so funny, and I just love like Garnet dancing with herself. And also Bismuth caught the flowers, so that's the thing.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, but that was a really good episode. And the thing is that I want to discuss that I don't hear a lot of people talking about is the fact that it was said a while ago that Peridot would end up getting poofed at some point, and that she would reform and get a star. They didn't say where she would get a star or how. They just said she will get a star. And the fact that Peridot and Lapis, both the Crystal Gem misfits, both were poofed in this episode specifically, right after it was basically confirmed that Lapis is now joining the Crystal Gems. She's no longer undefined. And I believe this is the moment that they will both reform with Starze. I'm like really stoked.
I'm excited for that.
And no, I can't wait.
Peridot in her little yellow dress was like so cute.
Oh yeah, that was great. That's like an overlooked thing. Like that was way too good.
Like that's like amazing.
Yeah, like it's weird how it suited her, but like she makes the best flower girl, I think, or flower gem.
Agreed. Flowers for you. Flowers for you.
I want to be delivered flowers like that. If I'm ever delivered flowers for some reason, then that's how I want it to be delivered. So I think this whole like arc was just really enjoyable and also kind of insane. I mean, the diamonds are back. So much, way too much foreshadowing happening.
Can I just say something quickly?
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you to wrap up this episode for the last couple minutes we have here.
I just really quickly want to say that we have we have the longest Steven Universe song in this episode, and it's the best song ever. And I really love the melody, and I really love like the whatever it's called. I like the ukulele chords because I learned it on ukulele. And yeah.
Yeah. I think that song was definitely like something you can easily jam out to. It was just way too catchy. Yeah.
I've already memorized all the lyrics.
Oh gosh.
Almost all the lyrics. I don't know. I'm close.
You're close. That's great. Yeah, so I think that'll just about wrap it up. Is there anything you want to add?
Well, I mean, I thought that it was really cool how the diamonds had like those like, is it called auras around them?
Yeah.
Like the blue and the yellow. I really liked how it looked. Like I thought it looked really cool.
Mm-hmm,
and then like Steven, when they saw Steven, and then Steven was in the diamond's hands, that was so cute. I think I saw a comment somewhere that said that they loved how that looked and it was so adorable, and I agree.
I think it was a very well done. It was a very well done scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people were saying, did Steven get poofed, like, somehow? But I believe it was just, like, an advanced out-of-body experience.
Yeah, maybe he got knocked out, because when he's dreaming, then he can, like, then he was with the cluster when he was dreaming, and he can do stuff when he's dreaming, so maybe he got knocked out.
Yeah, I'd imagine that would probably be what happened. Yeah, so that's about all the time that we have. I'm just gonna wrap it up now. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, then give it a like and share it with one person, whether it's a friend, an enemy, a random person on the street, or you can also retweet this video on my Twitter. And I like to give shoutouts to people on the end cards, so you should see people who have retweeted my last tweet that I asked you guys to retweet. They should be on screen now. Send your fan art with hashtag StarzFanArt. Ask questions for my special Q&A with Ask Starze. And I will see you guys in the next one.
And sub to me, lol, JK, bye.
Okay, bye.